Hi, I'm Joe, and I work in a research laboratory, and this is Hannah. Hannah joined us for a 3-month internship where she worked with me on a special project. And for her awesome work and dedication, I wanted to do something a little special for her, and that's what this vlog is all about. Here's a look at how I made the Mirror of Erised for Hannah. Alright guys, today we are working on a special project for a student who's been visiting our lab, Hannah. And today I 3D printed her this replica of the Mirror of Erised from Harry Potter. It's not the best print, but it did actually get most of the job done, I would say. But we do not have a terribly great nozzle to get that fine detail, but I think it's gonna come out okay. But I don't want to give it just like this. I want to give it a little bit of a paint job, so we're gonna make it hopefully look somewhat screen accurate. That's what we always want to go for. So first we're gonna prime it, so that way the paint actually sticks to the plastic. Oops. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work at all. No. No, it is not. Okay, that was not without difficulty. Give it a little rest and, you know, go on to the next step. Forgot to get the bottom. Honestly, I kind of hate the way it looks. It sucks. I mean, I don't know if this is picking that up that great, but I don't have my light on. But I mean, in the dark it looks fine. But yeah, see when you do that, you can see all this sort of excess. And the problem here is that the 3D printer we have does not have a small, fine nozzle. And so I don't know that it's ever going to make it better. And so it's like, do I waste the time and the potential energy to print another one? Or do I just try to make the best of this? I mean, it annoys me because it could be so much better. Oh, my fingernail comes to a point. That's convenient for this. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't love it. I don't know. Should I reprint it? I mean, it's Tuesday at like 9 o'clock. I gotta have this done by Friday at 6 o'clock. Realistically, the latest. And I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'll sleep on it. Can't do anything more tonight. The 3D printer's at work, so. 2 days later. So I reprinted a Mirror of Erised today. Did not come out better. Honestly, you could say it came out worse. I even printed it slower. So we are stuck with this version. I don't hate it. Honestly, it's growing on me as time goes on. It's Thursday night. I have to get this done by tomorrow, ideally. I still have to pick the picture up in the city center, figure out how I'm gonna stick onto it. Honestly, it's just gonna be an evening. You know, it's gonna be a long evening. So, you know, let's get cracking. So we're gonna start with sort of like silvery color. It's gonna give it sort of a metallic look when we put the gold over top. Hopefully that's gonna really well emulate the sort of metallic-y nature of the mirror, and then maybe we'll do a bit of a weather if we have time to give it that older feel. But for now, we gotta get this undercoat on, or this base layer on. One nap later. So it's probably hard to tell on camera, but this is silvery now and not gray. It's got a nice little shine to it. Yeah, you can see it in the light there. But I'm gonna try, I have 2 or 3 different golds here. I'm gonna try and do some of the detail work in the brighter gold. And then I'm gonna leave the darker gold for sort of like the generic base of it all. And then we'll see if we can make that work. But it seems to be dry enough now. Hopefully that will be the case. Otherwise, we'll really be in not good shape. But I think we're fine. Hopefully. Okay. Well, I did 2 coats. I didn't love the way it looked when I went to bed last night. That's why I didn't say anything. But honestly, I think in the morning light, hey, it looks all right. I wanted to do more detail work, but I just don't think there's time. So I think I'm gonna do one more thing before I go to work, which is do a quick wash. I didn't paint the bottom, but I think that's just gonna have to be how it is. I'm gonna do a quick wash to try to weather it, make it look weathered, maybe bring out some of those details, and we'll see if that works out. Hopefully it won't completely ruin it, but you know, at this point, we'll see what we can do. Well, the bottom still needs to dry because I ended up painting it, but it actually probably needs another coat. But I mean, I don't know. It looks pretty good. I think the wash made it pop a little bit more. It's hard to tell in this angle of light, but some of the detail comes out a little better. It dulled the sort of the silver on the mirrors, which I think looks a lot better actually. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's not perfect. There's still some excess wash here that I need to blot out. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, at a distance it'll look good. But I'm gonna leave this to sort of dry while I'm at work. And then I'm gonna just come home like a half hour early and see if I can just put the picture in. And hopefully that will be okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. I could have done better. Could be a lot better, but we're gonna make it work. Well, I'm gonna try and quickly do a quick lacquer coat just to give it some protection. I have about an hour, which not a lot of time, but enough to at least let it dry. And then I need to affix the portrait. So we're gonna let that dry for a while. And hopefully it will be done and dry enough that I can at least fix the picture on the back. We'll see. All right, it's been, I don't know, like 40 minutes, I think. Let's have a peek. It should be dry, hopefully. Yeah. Very dry. Lovely, lovely. So now all we gotta do is the part that there is no plan for, which is to actually affix the photograph to it. So we just need to get this. This is a bit big. I think I'm gonna have to cut this. I don't want to just tape it, but I mean, like, I guess I could. Oh, wait. Okay, this idea is crashing and burning. Duct tape is definitely not the way to go. I did buy a glue stick at one point, didn't I? So we're gonna just tape this. I have a glue stick. I know I have a glue stick. I know I have a glue stick somewhere. Okay. This is tacky as hell. Well, I wish I would have planned that better, but we're finished, so yeah, I think this is good. Got it all packaged up here, in classy packaging no less. Well, it's done. Now just to give it to her. Yeah, I assume they're out back. Okay, Hannah. This is for me and Susan.
Why are you filming?
Because just go with it.
Lovely wrapped present.
Yeah, it's wrapped with love. There's two. Yeah.
Wait, did you print this?
Yeah.
Because when I look in the mirror, what I really want is to be in Susan's lap. Shows me what my heart truly desires.
Yeah.
So, when you go back downstairs.
There were layers. There were layers to that gift. So, but yeah.
I figured you need a new challenge.
Me too.
You think he can sit? Can he sit on the microscope? Can you like plug him into the microscope? Unfortunately, that's where my camera died, so that's where we're gonna have to leave it for this one. But I want to take a second to thank Hannah for being in the lab and being so great working with me on my project. And I want to thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.